So very good evening, good morning, and good afternoon to one and all being here. And it's always great honor to be with you all. And I know that from 193 countries, the scholar, researcher, you all academicians, always supporting our Eudoxia research center. Today in my presentation, I have started with Jeffrey's Bell, that's one paper. You can say it is a story also. He wrote down one paper that was published and catching the eyeball of all the people in the world. Essential information about predatory publishers and the journals. So what is happening with Jeffrey? The story. Okay, I would like to make that's Jeffrey's story here and also give you the up to email of Jeffrey from US. And I will share it here. He is the associate professor from the University of Colorado and US, the United States. This is his email. So what was the story and why I'm bringing it to the research scholar during my presentation? It's very interesting in nature and you need to understand the Jeffrey's story. So here I would like to share his sentences. Okay, that was written by him. What he was publishing in this paper, you know that paper was only 2 pages and catching everyone attention. He shared in this paper that my first experience with the predatory publishers was in 2008. And he also mentioned here that one after another email to him mentioning that's the call for paper and also showing the charges and inviting him with the incorrect English as well as lower standard articles were there. Jeffrey surprised and it's become the nightmare for anyone maybe who is receiving like this email continuously. And I'm pretty much sure here that most of our researchers, maybe academicians, they are also receiving some email from the journal and sharing them to the different authors or the researchers as they are the legitimate owner of the Scopus journal, as well as they are also sharing that we are under the QCC care list journal. The biggest might is here that no one can publish your paper within 1 day or 2 days with one proper review process. This is very important. What I'm sharing. That is, we need to understand every time they are sharing one point, faster publication. That is the way how they can catch your mind. That is very important because they are sharing that if you want to have Scopus faster publication, Scopus pre-faster publication, please DM me. Okay, so this is the biggest match among the researchers. They want to publish in 3 days. They want to publish in 24 hours. That's a catchy term. It's not possible. And today in my presentation, first I'm starting with what not to do. This is very important because once you will publish your paper in the predatory journals, then you will never get your that's property. What is property? That is artificial intelligence. We know that AI and like that IPR. It's these two are in that buzz. So intellectual property right. We need to understand. That's even the journals are using AI to send you the continuous messages by using their cookies and the website. And by using AI, they are sending you more and more emails and they want to catch you for predatory journal. That's your journal. That's your article in the predatory journal publication. Be aware. And I'm sharing this story because this was the first official report published by the Jeffrey about the predatory journal. So that was very interesting. He was receiving one after another, that's email, that's their messages to publish his paper, and he made it clear to all. Now, I would like to move forward. Here, the outline of today's presentation from my side, I would like to share with you. Now, what are the topic that I would like to discuss with you today in my presentation? And of course, I will bring the hands-on training. I will show what is in reality, what is going on. Okay. So now you see that here. What are the predatory and the clone journal? Yeah, now another one more devil. That's the clone journal. And you can see here that's most of the journal. Those who are come under the Scopus and the good having good impact factor journal, and those who are in group 1 or group 2 in user security journal, and they are having their really good publication, and they never ask you the money for their publications. And you need to understand that yes, if I wanted to publish my paper, then it is always necessary selection of correct journal for my publication. And I am sure here that I will make the better publication without making a single payment. Now I hope that we will work together to make it happen. So here, my second point will be the Scopus and user secure predatory journals, clone journals, live demo that user security journals, group 1, group 2, both. What are the Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4 journals? Web of Science, IEEE, Scopus, free journal publication, and how you can go with the correct journal selection will be the topic of discussion. Now I would like to move forward. So here I would like to share with you that predatory journal. Most of the time we are facing the problem and becoming the knife. I have shared you that the term predatory journal was coined. That is less than 1 decade ago. And Jeffrey, I have shared his story that how he was facing problem from the journal. He was trying to submit his paper. He was working as an associate professor in his university, and continuously journal are disturbing him. And finally, he published one two-page paper and coined this predatory journal. So we have one structure in our mind, and later on, that's we are getting more and more. That's a research paper also regarding the predatory journal and the clone journal. I'm sharing only some few points, but what are the points to be considered here? That is, now if you see that most of the research paper coming out on this topic also, predatory journal, and they have some characteristics. There is no thumb rule. If you ask me that what are the thumb rule, I cannot say like that. This is thumb rule for predatory journal. I can say be aware your paper, okay, your intellectual property should not be wasted by someone, and they will take their money. Now you see, generally what is happening here, now number one, I'm showing you some main points. That's the hidden fee. Whenever you are entering to the journal, that's website, you will never see anything. Even they are not mentioning the article processing fee. Surprising part. And I would like to get the messages, all you 100 peoples here, and you can share your stories, because I was sharing the Jeffrey's stories, the first person who was facing the problem, and he published it. He published it also. So now you see that what is happening here. That is, first part is that hidden fee sometimes, and whatever the article processing fee, in the name of article processing fee, they will show you that they can publish your article that is in 48 hours, sometimes maybe 24 hours also, to make it faster. Okay, I cannot imagine that. Even I have seen, and these are creating some problem among the scholar. They are also now hurry. That's a predatory journal make them hurry also, that they are submitting, say, one conference in our case also. There's writing down, I will withdraw my paper if it is not published within the month. I can say, yes, you should withdraw. Because the fact is that here is a process, that is a double blind review. Okay, that is peer review journal process, Scopus process, UGC good journal review process is here. how someone can publish your paper within the month. You need to understand here, that is, there are so many offers to you that please pay 5,000, 10,000 INR, or it may be the 50 USD, 100 USD, sometimes 1,000 USD to make the publication of your journal paper in a Scopus journal. And later on, you come to know that literally my paper gone, because I have published the paper after 1 year or 2 years, it's already being blacklisted. So here, they are giving the guarantee of the acceptance. They are saying like that, if you publish your paper, if you make the payment, it is granted from our side that you will get the faster publication. So these are the points that we have shared with you, because the most of the paper, recent paper, focusing their that's publication on this part. And these journals are never having their own ethics. I'm sharing here. They are having no ethics. They are never going with their own ethics. And these are some other important point. I think that I must share with you for your future reference, so that whenever you are writing down your paper, you will never face that problem in your life. You can see that they are using poor language, okay, low production quality, more frequency in the journal publication, that is maybe having 1 month for publication. Okay, they can show you. So that everything there, they are not never maintaining the quality. Now, what is quality here? And how you identify the top quality journal for yourself? This is again big question in front of you. I hope that most of you have attended my last webinar, and I was sharing how to write down your paper. Now, the part is that after, say, pre-drafting, during drafting, and post-drafting work of your paper, now the biggest challenge in front of you, that to find out one pretty good journal for publication. And what not to do, I have shared. That these are the predatory journal. Never go with the predatory journal. And how you can identify some characteristics, I have already shared. Now it is time to show you live. Show you live that these are the problems, these are the journals, and the clone journals are always creating other work. Okay, clone journals are more interesting. They will go with the same name, same ISSN number. You can never imagine that they are doing these things. But fact is that they will use the name of one good journal. The journal is actually inside the UGC list, maybe in Scopus journal. But the fact is that whenever you will submit your paper to that journal, and later on we will come to know that that journal is already being blacklisted. So now here I would like to share the real scenario and a live demonstration about the UGC list journal. About the clone journal, I have said that what is clone? It is somewhat different than the predatory. Predatory are the self-made journals. They may not have their ISSN number. They will show everything, Scopus, everything that one. These are the predatory journals. They will have faster publication. They will show every facility to you just for money. Clone journals are more dangerous here. Why? Because most of the time, even whenever I was a research scholar, I used to search everything in Google, truly. And more journals will appear with AD, that is advertisements, in Google. And our tendency is that we want to go with the first page or 2 pages of the search engine. This is our human nature. We cannot change that. And if you are finding out or searching your journal only by using search engine, then you may be in danger and your paper publication will be inside your nightmare. So let us understand the fact. First, I would like to share here the UGC part. Okay, I'm sharing the screen with you. Now you see here that in case of UGC careless journal, there are even the group 1 and the group 2 clone journals are also there. Clone journal. So as I have already told you that the predatory journals, are dangerous and the clone journals are dangerous. So what are the journals that user sees here? Here, you see here that I'm sharing with you. Okay. Now you see that these are included in user care list. That is one specially focusing on the regional or local language or local research. Okay. Even in this case also, you cannot imagine group 1 journals are also being cloned by some people. You see that. If you see this Abru and Abru journals, that the Punjabi and English, and it was the locally in Punjabi, the real language. That was the journal. You can see here. This is ISSN number. ISSN number. Okay, this is. And the clone journal, same ISSN number. And it is not happening only to the group 1 journal, also to the group 2 journal. And it is shared by UGC. I am only sharing the information. My duty is that whatever the information that UGC is shown in their website, to share with you the reality, the facts, the figures, and the findings. And from our side, I'm sharing you. You can see here. One after the journal, another journal. Interesting facts here. You see, these are the journal listed down by UGC in their careless journal. If you log in into them, and you can see here. Now you see, I'm sharing. This is a longer list. And of course, we will have some blacklisted journal. I will also show that. First, I am sharing the group 1 journal and those who are, those who are predatory in nature. They and UGC clearly mentioned. You can see that. You cannot imagine. That's in the name of university also. That's here. You can see. I'm sharing from that UGC. Okay. Now, if you want to see the same fact about the group 2 journal, then I will show you the magic and the amazing part that what is happening here. Okay. So now I would like to share with you the group 2 journals. Same. You can see. So here numbers of journals are appearing. And the interesting part is that clone of the other. One is clone of the other. That is reality. In the reality, say this journal or that journal, say it is existing. It's not like that. It is not existing in nature. And you see that its language is Italian. That Utut journal. Now Utut research journal, and it is coming in English. Okay. So if say their URL is not down, I would like to say here also that both journal or any journal, 2-3 journal, we will take for example. Okay, and I'm receiving the more and more messages also. And okay, thank you very much. And more about ISSN number. Now, well, this is interesting point. ISSN number is that international serial number. Okay, standard numbers. So you see that this is one of the criteria of the journal. They should have ISSN number if they are making the serial publications of their copies or journal copies. Now you see that it is like identity of the journal. One journal having one ISSN number, it's their unique number. I cannot use that number for my journal. This is from the ISSN authority. We have to say if you want to publish the journal, then you need to go with your articles, say 10 articles, 12 articles. Then you are from India, you are submitting into the ISSN authority. Then they have you are having publication and you are getting the ISSN. Say in other countries, country-wise, it is somewhat different. Say European countries, they are having differences for their ISSN. If you want to go for publication from United States or like that other country, then there is an online process. But the fact is clear that no one can use other ISSN number. It is not allowed. It is not allowed. It is totally fake part that someone is copying other ISSN number, other name, and sharing that this is our. So let us see here what is happening. I can take 1-2 example from this journal. Okay, let us see here. This is the legitimate. Okay, this is the real. As here, you see that journal, care list. Okay, so if it is opening or not, let us see. Say here, that's it. Well, you see, this is the real journal. It is, I think, that appearing in front of you. Okay, and this is on Italian journal. You can get the Google Translate version in the English. Okay, now you see that you get out of the journal. It's not that much, you can say like fantastic or wonderful. Generally, what is happening, the real journal having a good impact factor, they are always trying to give the best output of their quality, not good enough. Now let us check here. Okay, that this is the clone. Okay, this is clone journal. Now let us check here. Okay, this is also loading here. Yeah, now you can see the magic. Okay, so the same name. Okay, and their UGC, that's a care list they are using. You see that they are not under inside UGC care list journal. The original journal is this one. This journal was selected by UGC as one of the good journal where you can publish your paper. But the another journal appeared that okay, the same name, here the same name and the same ISSN number, and now they are showing that they are UGC care list journal. So biggest might among the researchers that whenever they are using the search engine, what is the appearing on the top, and they are thinking like that, yes, it is the good journal, I should go for publication. They will check the editorial board. So therefore, it is here. You can see, it's not like that the half complete website they will launch. They are always that clone journal, always be careful that if everything appear in front of you as a neat and clean, so that they can grab your mind and you will be super excited. That part, that okay, my paper is accepted in this journal and within only 24 hours. Now you see that here. The amount, okay, it's very simple. Most of the researchers will be happy because it is some of 3,000. Okay, I can manage. That's even the GRF that's we are receiving during PhD time. That's in India. That you can manage that 3,000. It's not a big deal. 100 USD, those who are from the outside. And in that case, they are thinking like that, that this is one of the good journal and I should go with this. So here I would like to share, you should not go with this kind of journal. You gonna to make publication of your paper. Please do it with the right journal. So it is very important to select one correct journal. If you are from India, I'm going stepwise. I will show Scopus, I will show you WOS, I will show you the IEEE also, okay? And how the scenario is that how to get the free publication. This is big question. How to get the free publication. Without spending money, you can publish your paper in good journal. By spending money, you can publish your paper in fake journal. Choice is yours. My duty is to share the information. I have shared. Now you can see here, they are showing that the payment, what need to be here. Indian author, okay, international author, then everything they are showing. And you see that, UGC, they are showing here. If you click here, it will redirect to UGC, where UGC list showing that journal is there. Now I think that the picture is very much clear and in front of you. So this is the real one and this is the clone one. Okay. Now I would like to close this. Okay, this two journal. And now again going for the UGC. So these are the same thing happening with the numbers of journals. Numbers of journal, any journal you can say here. Say this is a German journal. Okay. It's not like that. The journal may be the Indian journal or maybe the from China or Asian countries. No, it's not like that. It may be the journal from any country of the world. It may be from Germany, it may be from France. I have shown one Italian journal. It may be from US, any country. You can't say like that. The clone journal will be published from this country only. This is the wrong concept. So one actually that's a circle is here. That's those who are doing these things. And they are always trying to hack the websites. They are always making trouble. They're always hampering the good people. So now if you see that this journal or this one, these are all same. I am sharing here. It's all the same. That's one is the real journal and another is the clone journal. Now one question will come to your mind. That sir, how I can select the real journal? How I can go with that the UGC careless journal? Because if I have seen the journal in by using the Bing or using Google search engine, I am getting some wrong journal. Yes, the journal will appear, name will be there, UGC, that's logo will be there, but in reality, these are the fake journal, clone journal. If you see this journal also, if you see this all journals, that's the same thing is happening. Same thing is happening. Okay, you can see here that one say journal form that Shanghai, okay, University of Shanghai. It is the real journal. Let us show you. This is the original journal from the Shanghai University. So it's a respected university. You know that it's having good university, and they are having their journal. But the problem is here that someone already made their one clone journal. Okay, so you see here that it is the journal in Chinese, of course, and in your language, and you can save the issue in the English also. If you click here, you can go with the English version. Okay, you can see the English version. This is appearing. Okay, using the Google. Now, if you want to see this journal again, that's what is the fake journal. You see that the name of the journal, the university name, same appearing here. And I would like to go to this. Okay, this is appearing to the fake journal. Okay, so we will close this one, and it is the real journal. Okay, now another question is that how to find out the correct journal. Okay, how to find out the correct journal. For this purpose, you come to this university, that's a grant commission from UG Securities. First I'm sharing UG Securities. So in this case, you can go with the subject, okay, or title, or ISSN number, or publisher, or the language of the publisher. These are the options in your. Now I want to go with the subject. Sorry. So you see that here, if you would like to know about the engineering, okay, the journals come under the engineering field. Or you want to go with some management journal like that, we can show you. So here you can see that the numbers of journals, okay, numbers of journals are here. But make sure from your side that you will not go with the blacklisted journal. That is discontinued. That's there clearly mentioned. You see that 1 to 42 entries. Okay, here. But here, what is happening that some journals are discontinued. You can see this journal. Advanced Science Letters, for example. This journal was previously in the UGC Cures. Right now, it is not here. They have mentioned. They have mentioned. Then the next one is also, you see that. And these are from university. It is, you see that ASP published. That's one of the prestigious publication house. So what is happening here? The question is that in the mind of the researcher. So why that one time UGC accepted this paper, they're allowing us that, yes, this is a good journal, you can publish. After my publication, it become blacklisted. What to do now? So be careful here. That is, while you are submitting your paper to one of the UGC Cures journal, you have to say each and everything. That is, UGC is going through their history, but not the present, what they are doing, and they will observe it after 1 year. So if the journal is taking money, if they are giving you faster publication within 1 month, or maybe 15 days also, 24 hours, then please do not submit the paper. Later on, that you will find out UGC already blacklisted that journal. You can see the real scenario. I am showing you this journal from the UGC care list directly. So there is no confusion that the journal discontinued form, and they have write down also. You see that this is recently discontinued 2020. This one is also discontinued in 2020. So if you go through this all journals, then you will find out more and more journals. Those who are not inside now UGC care list, earlier these journals are in UGC care list. So whenever you are appearing in your interview for assistant professor or your promotional associate professor or professor position, the tragic part is that you have published your paper unknowingly, but now the paper is not inside the care list, and you will face the problem. Okay. Now let us take here some another subject also, so that you can have this one. Now with the subject, I would like to show you some of the journal from other field. And if anyone want to see their journal, want to know about their subject journal, if it is there in UGC care list or not, feel free to message me here. Okay, you can write down your message that this is my field and I need that one. I would like to see here. That's I will show. You see that management field. We have the more researcher in this field also. It's and people are doing seasonality, quantitative analysis, mixed method now also. They are working with the management, their finance, their commerce, okay, in this field. So you see that these are the good journals listed down by the UGC. And they are showing you the ISSN number and EISSN number. And you can view the journal also. No issue for that one. Say if you want to go with any journal, then you can view the journal. Just click here and you see that. Okay. So the complete details about, and it is the Springer, okay, Springer journal. So you can go with that. So what is important? Why I am setting with the Springer? I'm not going with the new publisher. New publisher. This is one advice here to all the researchers. Make sure that you are going with the old publisher first, or one trusted. If it is the new publisher, maybe the good university, maybe good other organization, institution, and you can believe that organization. Otherwise, the problem is that the journal is not legitimate in this. You are publishing your paper, you are paying 3,000 to 10,000 rupees, maybe more in some cases. But what is the result in your hand? You have paid money and nothing is in your hand. So journal selection, say I am sharing here one journal. Say Asian Journal of Business Ethics. That is from UGC KRD's journal. You can see here, you have to go for everything. You need to see the term and condition. You see that learn about publishing open access. Okay, so you need not to adopt this part if you are having finance. Otherwise, say go with the free publication. Free publication. Okay, so you see that here fees and funding. That these are all important part where how you will analyze one journal. I am having the responsibility to share with you the realistic viewpoint as well as the scenario, what is going on. And I'm pretty much sure here that if you are understanding the point, you will never do the mistake. So what are the points that you need to be careful while selecting one journal? I'm sharing you from the UGC care list. Okay, so you see that this is one of the journal, that Asian Journal of Business Ethics. I have selected randomly one journal from the UGC care list with the live demonstration. Okay, live from UGC site portal. After logging, I have selected one journal. Now you see that here. First, you need to understand that if it is only open access and not funded by any university, then you have to avoid that journal because you need to make the payment. Now you see that this journal, okay, giving you one option, 41 days submission to first decision. That is, it is going with somewhat faster. Faster because within 41 days, they will inform you whether your paper is accepted, rejected, or need some minor revision. Now you see, but here it is again good. You see that 259 days submission to acceptance. Now you know that 365 days in a year, and they are taking 259 to give the complete acceptance. So those who are hurry researcher, they will make the mistake with the selection of journal. Searching the journal in Google and publishing your paper in any journal and saying that I have 20 Scopus publication, 100 Scopus publication, and listed them in the Google Scholar or your LinkedIn profile will not make you eligible for all the interview. Because interview are that's conducted based on reality. It's not only the appearance that you are creating. So it will not make any sense. And later on, that's probably most of the researchers, those who are not being selected in university or like that. So they are blaming the review board. They are saying, no, I have my publication. Even they may not be aware of that they have published the paper in one of the fake journal or clone journal or very low or poor quality journal. So how to understand the quality? That is always you need to understand the quartile. Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4. And I have observed that in Q3 and Q4 journal, Scopus also allow new journal to make it. And they are showing that one or two issue with their good quality. Now later on, what is happening that they are taking money and start their publication with the low quality, even that with the plagiarism. So make sure from your side that your paper said which that Tunitype. You are using Tunitype. So it is very important. Otherwise, numbers of softwares are there to check the plagiarism, but they are not that much acceptable by most of the journals. So before submission of your paper, make sure that you have said your plagiarism, which should be less than 10%. It is required. Otherwise, only predatory journal will publish your work. Next, here you see that what are the important points I am sharing. That submission guideline, never ever make mistake that you are submitting your paper without checking the submission guideline. I am taking one example, one journal example for every journal. Then fees and funding. So here, if you click, okay, you can say that article processing, say SARS, okay, how they are taking. So if you see that to publish open access, you see that. If you are not accepting, you are not going for the open access, then you need not to pay. And you need to understand also that's it's a huge amount. It's not exactly like 3,000 or 4,000. You can see that's in dollar 2,780. Huge amount if you are adopting open access. My suggestion here, do not go with open access. Here, free of cost, you can publish. But you need not to pay anything, but you should not apply for open access. Otherwise, article processing SARS will be there. Okay, so here the part is that you will not apply for open access. That is, if you are not from any institution or research organization, that they are having tendency to make their paper available to the more reader for indexing purpose. And if you are converting this in INR, it's very simple that 2,780, if you are taking it as around $3,000, then 73, say you are not 73 taking 70 also. So it is 2,10,000 around. I have not calculated that. You can say from your side. That's the conversion. So I think that now what is the mind in our scholars or academician mind, it should be clear. That is, it is a legitimate. That is, it is already in UGC. You can publish your paper free of cost. You need not to make any payment. But if you want to make that availability of the paper free of cost to your audience or reader, you can go with the article processing charge, APIs. So in this stage, there is no conflict regarding the ethical publication. But if someone is taking money and publishing your paper, then it is not a good journal, from my point of view. That is the answer. Now you see that I have shared the UGC part, and I have taken one example for the management journal. Now this is time to move forward one step more, and I would like to now go with that's okay. List of predatory journals first. I have already shown you that what are the clone journal. Clone journal, that is one after another. It is maybe the group 1 or group 2. Now I am coming towards the predatory journal. Those who are always fake in nature. They are not having actually the real ISSN number. They can show you the ISSN number. They can show you the UGC in their website, UGC careless link. But every time they are not that going with their reality. They will show you the faster publication. You see that good journal names will be here. Numbers of journal. How that is link is required for you. Yes, someone is asking me here. I have received your message, and I would like to share the link with you. Yes, I'm sharing to everyone. That's the predatory journal. Yeah, here. So here we have shown you that predatory journals, and you can say this is the large number. It is large number. It's not like that 4 or 5 journal or the hundreds, more than it. It's an alphabetic order. It's pure like that bibliography someone is writing for the thesis, and more than it, because you can see the sidebar that is longer. How many numbers that I can share? How many numbers that you can remember? It's not easy. So this is necessary to say the predatory journal. That's the name. You are submitting one paper to one particular journal. Before submission of your paper, make sure here that you are searching that journal name here in the search bar and in this predatory journal part. And I hope that you should be unfortunate there to not get the name of the journal, because then the journal is good journal. If the journal is not here, and if the journal is here, and you have to know that your journal is one of the predatory journal. But the show is not over here. That's you need to check again with the Scopus. You need to check again with the UGC. And if you are from the science background and you want to go with the Web of Science, then you can check there also. So how to check? I will share it. And another point is that, and some that's very trending sometimes videos we have found in YouTube. That's the catchy title. That's also that what we call that's one banner that publish your paper in 10 days, 15 days, faster publication. These are all attracting the researcher, and they want to go with that part. And literally they are inside their track. Inside the track. So no journal in 2 days or 3 days will publish your paper if they are having ISSN number and reviewer board with them. Okay. Now let us move forward. These are all journals, those who are predatory in nature, and you can open any journal to say here. That's here one journal they are showing from UK. Okay. If you open this one to say here that this is their showing. Okay. And you see here this is. So these are the journals that appear. Okay, like that the numbers of it, you have seen the thousands of journals here, not the one journal. I'm not sharing from my side. It is in the predatory journal list, and I have already shared the link with you. Now, here we would like to go with the SCIMAGO. Now the next part, and it is very important. Yes, of course, I would like to share with you the link. Okay. Now, what is the Q1, Q2 journal? Yeah, if you want to understand the Q1, Q2 journal, I think that first I should show you the Scopus part. It is better. Okay. So how to identify the Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4 quartile of the journal, and what is only the top 10% of the journal? It is quite interesting in nature. And it is really important for you all that you need to find out the correct journal and which will synchronize which equivalent to your quality of the paper. See, your paper is actually should be for the Q3 journal. You are targeting Q1 journal, then your paper will be not published. So make sure here that you are targeting the right journal. Do not go with any one journal. Now I will show you the Scopus. Okay, Scopus here, and I'm receiving the messages. And clone journal, yeah, I have shared Dr. Gosal and Deva are publishing fee APC different. Okay, it is. I'm telling you that's Dava having one question here. That's what is APC and the article processing charge, and what is the publication fee? You see that every journal will introduce their fee in the form of article processing charge. Fact is that if you can publish your paper without making payment, then the journal is good. Only some journal keeping condition that if you want to make it open access, then you need to make the payment. Otherwise, you need not to make the payment. It is okay. All right. No issue. But other journals will ask you money at first. They will ask you that your paper being selected by this one, title this, that is, please make the payment for further process. Now you can understand that that journal is actually not continuing with their own ethical nature. So in this part, say journal can earn money in the different way by selling their issues. Okay, after publication of the paper, they can have the good readers with them, or they can go with, that's the advertisement parts. They can allow the AdSense there. Okay, like that. Numbers of process are there. They can add there and they can earn money. But they should not take the money before publication. And if someone is taking only for open access, it is different. Now let's go with here. You see that numbers of Scopus journals here. How you can find out that you can go for this? Okay, you can search the journal with the subject area. You can go with the title. You can go with the publisher. If you want to go with the say publisher, then you click here and you write down that only LC here. Say that only Scopus. Only Scopus, those who are published by Scopus. If you are going with the say subject area, say you have one department, your work area is there, then there also you will get the Scopus journal, say but publisher is saying Springer. What is here that it is already indexed by the Scopus. So it is also known as the Scopus journal. So no, don't be confused that the journal should be Elsevier only or Scopus only. Other journals are also come under the Scopus publication, use the securities publication, because Scopus is one company, that is one corporate. Springer is another corporate. Nesser is another corporate. Okay, these are all private organizations publishing their journal, and you need to go with the good journal. And you have the opportunity that without payment you can make the publication. Now let's see here that any subject area you would like to put here. Okay, this is, say I would like to show you here arts and humanities, for example. Okay, that is the main domain. I have taken arts and humanities, and I would like to show you some language, okay, linguistics, then some journal from history. I want to select here some philosophy people, and maybe for some religious stuff. Okay, I would like to apply it. Now that we are making filter, of the journal. We are not taking all the journals. We need some journal in our own area, in my subject, and it should be free journal and Scopus journal. So I am not using Google. You need to understand. If you need Scopus, you see here, go with Scopus. Don't go with Google. I'm not against Google. What I'm telling that Google is a search engine, and there is a huge opportunity for everyone that they can publish their work, that it will appear in the search engine. If they are doing search engine optimization, it is appearing, and paid advertisement is also there. So you need to understand. You will go with the Scopus. I will show the other ones. Now you see that now the number being reduced. It is becoming 5,207. Now, if you check here, citation score, okay, that you see that citation from 2017 to here, okay, everything. Now you see, if you want to go with only the 10%, okay, top 10%, then you can select here or quartile 1, that is the top 25%. Quartiles are divided into the 25, 25, then 25, then 25. That means total 100%. First 25% come under quartile 1. You need to understand. Q1 journal means top 25% journal. Q2 next 25. Okay, next 25. Actually, there in the, if you want to use the rank, that is 26 to the 50 numbers. Okay, that is. Now you see that next third quartile is Q3. That is third 25%. And fourth quartile is after 75. That is rest of the journals come under. And if you are new researcher, then you can go with the Q4 also. No issue. I am again sharing. If you are publishing your paper, even in the say 0.9 impact factor journal, 0.7 impact factor journal, but legitimate in nature, they are come under Scopus. You are making 3 publications and it is under UGC. So during interview, the interview board member will check that journal and come to know that, okay, the researcher is doing his original work or maybe the review paper and publishing in a good journal. We have no objection. You need to understand. So selection process, that is not only that you are showing, you are publishing in 6, 7 impact factor. Someone is coming with 15 impact factor and a paid journal, the journal is not existing at all. It's creating very difficult. And you need to understand the reality. The real scenario is very important. Okay. Now let us say here that you want to go with the Q1 journal. Okay. Or the top 10%. Top 10% I will suggest for the supervisors, those who are guide. Say you are already professor or you are associate professor completing your that 10 years and you just going to be your that's professorship you will reach very soon, or you are working as a dean and you are vice chancellor. Like that, in that case, you are not having time for more and more publics. You do not need more publics. You need quality publics. So in that case, of course, you can target that only top 10%. That's the super exciting journals with the incredible outputs in front of you. You can select that one. If you are, say, guiding your scholar, your professor also, then Q1 is always being suggested. Q1 and Q2. These are for the senior person, those who are having experience more and more. Now, researcher can make the question. So, should I not submit my paper? I should not submit. I'm not saying that. I'm only sharing that those who are having more and more experience, they have more opportunity to publish because of the quality of their work, not for their name and fame. Please be clear that anyone name will not help. This is again the, I think, biggest the match that's among the researchers. That I need the heavy person, that's the big name in my research paper, and then it will be accepted in Scopus. I don't know that who that's introduced this concept among the scholar, and they are also sending emails sometimes that I need your name at that stand. Not necessary. This is your work. Be confident with your work, and you can publish your work. Okay. Now you see that is if I am going with the Q1. Okay, here I can select Q1. That is top journal, first quarter, and a journal. Okay, journal here. And I want to apply here. You see the numbers of journals here. Now, say in this category, 5,200. Now I'm selecting that is first quartile, Q1 journal, and want to apply here. Okay. So here it is appearing as 1,341. That is, you can understand. That is how it is now becoming listed. Less number of journals. That is, they are all Q1 journal. You see, these are all Q1 journal. Okay, Q1 journal, and these are all appearing in front of me. And what was my domain? I have selected some mixed domain in the humanities areas. Okay, arts and humanities. Now, if I want to go with only say the history, okay, and anyone having their subject. So carrying free journal also, social science, political science, public administration. Yes, of course. I have received one message from Chinna Province, Nigeria, and asking about that political science, or I think like this similar area, free journals. Okay, it is very easy. Need to understand the process to find out. Okay, social science also, public administration. Yes, I am giving this message. I will show you. Now you see, if I want to reduce that, okay, religious studies, I don't need that. Say I'm removing that. Okay, then the number of the journal will be reduced because you are filtering them. Okay, now you see that here, enter subject area. Okay, now we are keeping only this. Here I have to. Okay, and I want to enter others. Okay, other subject. Then we can go with this. You see that if you want to go with, say, philosophy, that's the message I have received, that one also. Okay, like that. So if you are from business management, if you want to say that, yeah, I need the journal in marketing, click marketing. Okay, because you can understand that the subjects are in huge number. I cannot show every subject, but I can show you how to find out your subject. And I would like to share the link with you so that you can find out yourself. It will be easier for you. Okay, you see, this is economics, if some people want to go for this. Okay, engineering also, I have received some messages for engineering, environmental science here. So you can see these are all the subjects are here. You need to just make the selection. Okay, now I would like to go with here. Okay, so you see that this is coming to there. Okay, I want to go with the home page only. Well, so now I would like to share here the link with you so that you can select your own journal without any issue, without any difficulty. You should have the opportunity to select your journal. So I have shared to have you. Now this is time to show you that the ranking. Okay, ranking means here you need to go with the SCIMAGO, and you can go with the country ranking, journal ranking. You can see if you want to see the country ranking. Okay, I'm sharing here. It is very easy. That's you wanted to see that what are the countries, which are the countries that doing fantastic work in a particular area in the year. Okay, now you see that here you need to understand that you would like to go with, say, the last year. Okay, 2020. You want to see the country ranking in the 2020. Which are the countries are doing overall top research in the world? Okay, so here you can see, here is all subject. Okay, here you see all subject. I'm sharing. That's not only one subject. If you see the all subject, now it is surprising in nature that China standing the first. Now US become the second. You see that? Yeah, that's the competition is very high. But of course, now if you see that from SCIMAGO report, and third is United Kingdom, fourth is India, and fifth is Germany, sixth Italy, seventh Japan, eighth France, ninth Canada, and 10 Brazil. Okay, then Australia, Spain, these are coming, Brazil coming. So you can see that overall subject. Okay, so people are not aware of these things. People are having the different conception, because the old professor will say that this is the top country. These are the 5 top countries. So they will go with that. We have to be dynamic and realistic in nature to understand the real scenario. Now you see that subject wise. Okay, you see that all subject you can remove. Now, if you want to know about, say, here numbers of, say, you want to go with chemistry. Okay, so many researchers from chemistry. What are the countries doing really wonderful job in chemistry? Okay, I would like to share here the top 5 countries. If you are chemistry people, you want to publish your paper, you are going through the selection process of the journal. Then you see first the countries ranking. Then in your subject, you see China, United States, and India. That's top 3. Then Germany. You see, then Germany, 4th. Then 5th is Japan. So I am not writing down this. You need to understand. It's the Scopus database. Okay, based on their documents, citation, and self-citation should be avoided. Now, if you want to know about another subject, you can go with that another subject like that. Right now, I think the energy is really everyone doing a renewable energy like that. You all know about the Tesla and this works all worldwide. That's always in the fantastic. Yes, the artificial intelligence car, that's a renewable energy car. Okay, that's better. You see that here, China #1, United States #2, India #3, then Russia 4, and 5th is United Kingdom. Then what is the problem here? That people don't want to open their eyes with their reality. They are thinking like that this country is #1, #2, #3, and they are going with that. Therefore, it is necessary to understand that in 2020, what are the countries that's doing fantastic work in research and development. Now, if you come to the journal rank, you see here, journal rank, okay? This is the Scopus data, okay, for SCIMAGO. Now, if I want to show you this one, you can see here, first journals are Q1 journal. If you ask me that what will be the best journal you can suggest, you see here that it is already shown. That is Q1 journal, which as their 62.937, unbelievable. That's okay. So H index you can see. And you know that lesser journals are always in the top part. That's the first top 10 journals. And you can avoid this open access because you know that the article processing charge and you need not to pay that one. You can select any journal if you want to go with the Q1. Now you see that subject area. You can select that one. And if you go to another pages, I'm sharing here, that's you see, this is a big data. 1 of 50, you can see. And next, then Q2, Q3, Q4, okay? Journal ranks are here. I'm sharing that all world journal ranks here, and countries are also here. You see that? You can see the country. Okay. Say now the first top 3 journals. That's if you go with the here that in 2020, the last year, that's here by occupied by United States. The second one and the third one occupied by the UK. Okay. These 3 are now, say, the top 3 journals in all categories, having their rank first, second, and third. But the country ranking changing because it's a domain wise. That is any subject particular, how that is impact factor. Okay. Now you see that any journal, say you are from business management or like that economics, so you are having tendency to go here. I would like to share. Okay, one. Say for example, how to handle this platform. Say you can see here that who is the publisher, Oxford University Press. Okay, so if it is published by the UK, country is UK, good. You have seen that they are doing really good job in the last year also. They are standing within top 5. Now publisher, this is very important, Oxford University. So of course, it's a Q1 journal and H index you can understand, 259 H index. That's the high H index. Okay. Now you see what is their scope. Scope means that is where that you can publish the journal. What are the part that edited at the Harvard University? You see that Department of Economics. You need to understand Oxford and Harvard together. So the quality definitely required. Free publication. It is sponsored by Oxford. Okay, and edited in the Harvard, and they are having that's you see that this is the quartile Q1 from 99 they are showing, and up to that 2020 you can see here everything appearing in front of you, and I am sharing live, not in PPT. Okay, that's I'm sharing from live platform, and you can see here. You see that here the factors, that's how it is increasing that year wise. Okay, as year factors. Okay, then the total documents, then total citation, everything. Okay, here everything appears. You see that here if you go with the SCIMAGO journal ranking, that's the points there, and in quarterly journal, that is very good part. I think that quarterly journal I'm also preferring. That's the journal having the like 4 issues in an year. It's a good journal. Now you see that these are their characteristics and their benefits. Now let us go for that journal. Let us have a look of the journal, how it's appearing. Go for homepage. How to use this platform? I'm also sharing you the science behind the publication. Well, now I think that it is appearing, and you can see that Oxford, that academics and the quarterly journal of economics. If you are from business management, then relating that entrepreneurship also, maybe HR you are doing, maybe you are working on economics. Okay, that's these people can publish here. So now you see that top ranked journals, of course, they are with the Oxford, and they are being supported by the Harvard University. And we have some, that's Q3, Q4 journal also. Okay, Q3, Q4 journal also. Now I have shown you one example. It is time to move again forward to Web of Science. Okay, what is Web of Science? That is most of the time WOS. Okay, WOS, you are having some confusion. That what is, sir, this is Web of Science. Web of Science is a huge database, and they are also having that good publication of the journal in their hand. So don't worry, if you are not getting in the Scopus, your right journal, you can use the Web of Science. They are also having really good that journal. Any subject that someone is asking, say political science, someone is asking, that you can search here. Okay, so you need to understand, just like that Scopus is from Elsevier, they are from that Clarivate. Okay, so now I would like to say, publish article 10 days, or SCIMAGO. Pages says that article there, how can we distinguish from predatory? Yeah, actually you see that SCIMAGO is not showing the 10 page. They are that predatory journal owner. They are writing down in 10 days, and they are redirecting to the SCIMAGO or Scopus journal having the same name. You need to understand. They are very, that's playing the game with you. So don't be trapped. Don't make payment. Don't go with the 10 days publication. It is really dangerous. You can imagine how the one reviewer will do, the second reviewer will do their work, then editorial board member review work, then final decision as per the journal. I'm also reviewer. I'm also reviewer numbers of journal. Now, every day that's I'm getting that email. Okay, I'm saying, and I'm also doing review. That's like 5 to 6 papers in 1 week. I'm supporting. This is my philanthropic work. That's so you see that do not submit to that kind of journal. My request. Be careful here. So if you want to write down here, that's like that law, political science. I'm showing here one political science. If someone is want to know about, I think that Chinna Prof want to know about the political science journal, and these are all political science journals. You can see here. Okay, so here we go with the link. I'm good to share with you all. That's sort of political science. Anyone that Web of Science, I'm sharing you. Okay, if not political science, okay, what you need? That's your subject, maybe law. Okay, let us search here. Let us search that law. Okay, law journals. So how many? That's 547. Okay, let's go. Sharing. This is for law. Those who are doing their research in the law field, they can have this one. Okay, this is here. Now you may be from another department, and let's take here nursing people. Yeah, of course, so many scholars are doing their research in nursing. If you want to find out your right journal, you can go with this link. I'm sharing with you. This is how many? That's 211. So 211 in total numbers, and I'm sharing with you. Okay, this is very good one. So anyone having their mind that, sir, I need that, this field, sir, you can send me the message, your subject. I will search here, and I will share with you the link. And this is all over, say, you have seen the Web of Science. Now, another interesting domain is here in front of you for engineering people. And we are coming towards the end of today's presentation. And this is IEEE. And one of the prestigious part here, that's those who are from engineering background, they want to, okay, browse, say, the journal and magazines here, and those who are come under the IEEE. So you can directly search here also, no issue for that one. And you can change here also, you can see that. Okay, If you want to go with journal, make it journal. Okay, and write down your keywords. Say the computer science. Okay, and make search. Now I am selecting only the journal magazine and from the IEEE. Okay, so getting results, be ready. It's working. I'm showing you live, and therefore it may take 1 or 2 minutes, maybe also here. So this is the process, and you can see here that's a huge number. 1,40,709. It's a huge number. So now you see that those who are with the law, now this is good because here you need not to make the payment, and some open access journal will be also there. And in the open access journal, you can visit, you can download the paper. If you want to go for open access also, from SCIMAGO also, you can go with the open access. But open access journal, that's you should use it for download purpose, not to submit your paper. Okay, I'm coming towards the end of today's session, and here I have shown you Scopus, SCIMAGO, both the country ranking and also the journal ranking. Thereafter, maybe you have any questions, I will address your question, no doubt. Then I have shown you the Scopus. And earlier, I have made you familiar with the Group 1 and Group 2 user securities journal. What is predatory journal and what to do? At first, I have shared one story. That's the wonderful story I have shared with you. And I really love the story that how he was starting. That is the Jeffrey. Okay, Jeffrey Bell started that. He was receiving the messages from emails from the predatory journal, and he write down 2 pages paper and publishing in a top journal. So this is called the fantastic, energized work to get the incredible result of your research work. So be like that. I am sharing why. If one person facing problem, he is facing problem with publication. So don't worry and never give up. We are here also. We are here also to support you. You can ask your question. You need to understand that right platform, right question. That those who are here today, you need to ask the question based on this part. That about the journal selection, about the Scopus journal, Web of Science journal, about the IEEE journals. Okay, any question in your mind, we are requesting you to write down your question. So that's all for today, and we are reaching the 9 p.m. as per Indian Standard Time, only the 2 minutes. So I would like to stop share the screen, and I would like to be grateful to all of you because you have write down more and more messages. Now it is time to make it open. I would like to make it everyone, and of course, you can now write down your question. That is the question part, because I have already shared the subject-wise, different subject I have already write down. And thank you, that's everyone, those who are writing down, that's their message and their that's appreciation messages one after another. I'm really grateful to you all. That's because of your message. While we are presenting also the long presentation, we are doing for you all to share our idea, our knowledge with you. Then continuously, whenever we are receiving the messages, that it is always inspiring the speaker, of course, because the speaker always being that impressed, or you can say that excited. We are also being super excited most of the time because of your messages. Thank you, Dr. Sukhbinder Singh. That's writing down here, and your comment. And I think that one after, yeah, converser also here. I have seen the messages. Then I would like to thank Muhammad Moez Ali. That's saying this. That's wonderful. And thank you very, very much from my side. Then one after another, that's you have already messages earlier also. I would like to give the thanks to you all. I hope that in future you will adopt the things. You will adopt the things. You will learn from the hands-on training means we are showing you life. We are showing you life each and every time. And if you are really having the creativity, if you are really having that's your part, that is you want to publish in paper, so then you can write down your comment, you can get our help. Okay, I'm sharing some messages also, those who are coming directly. Okay. So what is here, the requirement is only that you need to understand the ethical research and the complete publication process. Thank you, everyone.